Hey everybody, this is Chris from LoveBookOnline.com, and today I'm continuing my journey building my Mother's Day love book. This is for my wife, Sarah, and she is the proud mother of our newborn, well, 4-month-old baby Jackson. And I wanted to build her a love book for Mother's Day. And so we're going to continue the process. If you've watched any of the prior videos or if you've seen any of the stuff from the past, like me getting started, I went through the whole process of building our characters, selecting our cover, editing titles, editing some pages. You may notice there's a slight difference. Like right now, my book is only showing 6 pages right now. So I actually went through and deleted all of the other pages. The ones that were built using our pre-built wizard. You answer a few questions and you get a book generated for you, so you don't actually have to build a book from scratch. So I'm going to do it from scratch. So that means that I have to get rid of all those other pages just so they don't get confusing and start adding pages blank. So my this particular page that I'm going to be doing today is, and I'm looking at kind of an outline. I kind of like listed out all of the ideas. The other thing I had mentioned too in previous episodes was to open up your timeline of your photo galleries and just look through like the start point and just kind of like go through the pictures, because sometimes those pictures will jog your memory and they'll remind you of moments that you think might belong in your book. So let me go ahead and double check. This one is going to be the ultrasound. So I am going to go in and add pages, and I'm going to say customize, and this is just a blank page. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for an object. Oh, and I still got one of the Shih Tzus in there, one of the puppies. And I'm going to say ultrasound. And we do. We have an ultrasound picture. How awesome is that, right? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel this. And I want to go here and go ultrasound. Yeah. Okay. So we actually do have a page in here. So I'm going to actually add this page. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm going to change this. I love that we made a family. I'm going to say the ultrasound was so amazing. He started out as a little poppy seed. Now that's what they say, like when you go through the ultrasound process, the baby grows by way of fruit, apparently. That's the way they use as examples for like to give you a gauge on how big the fetus is at whatever particular month you're in. So when he first starts out, he's a little poppy seed, and I think that's good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change this background. I'm going to update all of these backgrounds. I think I'm going to shy away from doing the pastel style, and I'm going to move into more of like the full color style. And I'm just going to drop in like just like a little background here. And then I'm going to drop Sarah in here as well. Oh, you can kind of see there's like a little bit of a family group in here. You can create a lot of different characters, and I was just starting to create a handful of them just for this book, things that we're going to be running into later on. There's going to be a new one where I have to create a new one that's going to be for Jackson. I'm not going to do it in this one. I'm going to do it when he's actually like out and about and doing things. So that happens later on in the book. I'm going to drop Sarah in here. I'm going to find an object, and I'm going to find just like a white box. So I'm just typing white, and I want to see if there's like, or maybe like just box, and see if I can do this. And then I bring this on top of it and layer it up. And you see it's counting the layers right there. Okay, so now we have, so if I do this, now I have like an ultrasound picture. And I want to have both our characters here. I want to grab myself as well. I want to grab me. Let me scale me up a little bit. So I'm just a little bit taller, and she's just a little bit shorter. Flip her face horizontally, have her looking at me, have her holding, maybe like flipping her arm. So she's holding the ultrasound up. And so these are the hands. If you actually click on the body part, it'll change over on the right-hand side. So let me flip this arm that way and then pose it. And then let me just straighten her left arm out by her side. And then she'll be holding like this. Oh, let me get my guy out of the way here. Let me grab that and scale that up just a little bit so it's more visible. And then let me layer my character down. And I'm probably gonna let me change her elbow a little bit here, a little closer to her body, and scale our characters down just a little bit so I have room to put some text in here. Okay, let me grab that again, and let me put some text in there. And I'll say something like, I should change it to text bubble. Say, he's so beautiful already. I don't know what it is. Like you just like, as soon as you just like see that, it's almost like it's unreal. Like when I first saw his ultrasound, I just didn't, you don't even know what to think. You're just like, what, like he's there, And you know, like it inside her, like Sarah's body, like everything's changing chemically already. And so she's like already just like absolutely in love. And like me, I'm just like, I don't, it's so hard to tell. Like your body's going through so many different emotions. You don't even know, like you don't even know what to think. This is kind of getting blocked, like it's kind of getting a little busy back here. So we do have this other thing in here. If you type in the word white, oops, that there are these like little like they're almost like you can't see them. They're almost transparent, but they're like little like shaders, and you can drop them behind certain like texture or like behind certain things, so it makes them pop out a little bit better. So like in this case, I'll drop that back there, and then I'll just like layer it down so it goes behind. Now it's like kind of like got that little shade behind it. So the ultrasound was so amazing. He started out as a little poppy seed, but he would continue to grow into other fun fruits, and some of them were hilarious, like the fruits, like there were some fruits that we didn't even like what, like a butternut squash. Like what is, like how do you know how big a butternut squash is? This is like small, big, I don't know. Anyway, we'll scale this one down just a little bit more, fit that in there. Perfect. That's the page. All right, so that's the ultrasound page. The next page I'm going to be doing is going to be fun. It's going to be about the naming. So we'll see you in the next one.